If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about living in and around Baltimore, be sure to subscribe below, hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to know about everything that we have going on here in and around Baltimore. I'm Mike Mislinski.
And I'm Kelly Schuett, and we're with the W Home Group, and we love helping you explore in and around Baltimore. We both live here, we were raised here, we love helping you guys connect with all of the wonderful neighborhoods that Baltimore has to offer. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing here in the next 9 days, 90 days, whatever your timeline looks like, we help people just like you every single day. So connect with us, whatever is easy for you, message, email, phone call, text, we're available to you. So I don't know if you saw my video on top places to meet eligible men in and around Baltimore, but today is Mike's turn to tell you top places to meet eligible high net worth females in and around Baltimore. So if you're single, you're looking to mingle, you want to move to the area, you want to know kind of what the dating scene looks like, this is a little bit of an out of the box approach to where to meet other singles in and around the area. And some of them are pretty funny. So Mike's going to be your wingman today and guide you through some of the best places to meet some singles.
So Kelly and I are both happily married, not to each other, but we have either gone through this experience or have friends that are still going through the experience. But you know, working with enough clients on a day-to-day basis, we're
really good wing people. We're here to help you out. Yeah. Whatever you need moving to Baltimore, including finding the one, we're here for you.
Right. It's more about not just having a home in and around the area, it's also about the lifestyle that accompanies it. So that's the whole idea here. I'm gonna have Kelly read off the list here.
And he's gonna tell you why. Okay. The first one is a workout facility called the Mine in Kenilworth.
So the Mine is a really cool place, and mainly because of how exclusive this gym is. It's a gym, and they have all of your traditional things you like to do, lift weights, cycle, all those things, Pilates, whatever. But it's very expensive. It's very, very expensive for a gym.
And it's inside like a very fancy, I wouldn't say fancy, but in like a boutique-y type of shopping center also. So it attracts like a certain type of female,
right.
I think.
And it's not a strip mall. It's an actual like mall, but just very like much curated, smaller. Yeah. And so the people here are usually of higher net worth, because to be able to afford a gym membership at this level, which I'll let you Google that and figure that out for yourself. However, it's not overly populated, so you do have the ability to just go in there, not be weird, and actually strike up a conversation with somebody.
And we all know, as a man, you cannot approach a woman at a gym. That's cardinal rule. But there's co-working spaces, there's a juice bar, so there's opportunities to mingle outside of the actual gym, so you don't get in trouble. We're here for you.
And there's a really cool taco spot like right down the hall. So
they're going to the gym. They're not going to a taco spot.
Hey,
okay.
Friday night at the gym, and then, you know, margaritas. All right, next one.
Any Pilates class in Baltimore. I'm going to say start at House of Pilates. I don't even know. Can guys do Pilates?
They can. It's a lot of core work, guys. So if you don't know what Pilates are, it's a lot of core work involved. So that's
Baltimore ladies love their Pilates. That's all I'm saying.
And ladies love the cores of men. So put two and two together, there you go.
Up next, we have Pure Raw Juice with locations all around Baltimore City and County.
And Pure Raw is basically an upscale smoothie place. So they use a lot of raw ingredients, things of that nature. You have acai bowls, which are extremely popular these days. There's always, you know, either a female or a group of young females in there that, you know, it makes it easier to strike up a conversation because of all the healthy things.
Waiting in line.
Yeah.
They're all athletic. They're just like cute little 20-somethings in their matching sets.
Yeah, it's kind of been like a little social gathering too, because of how like trendy the place has become.
I'm gonna go with Ceremony Coffee, specifically in Harbor Point.
And this is because it's surrounded by all of the upscale dining and the Four Seasons and things like that. So.
And it's like right across from some very expensive apartments that attract like young professionals, right, because they're not necessarily like owning a property, but they're living in like really expensive high rises.
Right. So, I mean, if you just do the math of all those things, put them together, you're going to have a lot of young professionals, and specifically for this video, young females in and around these places. So that would be actually a really good one, especially if you're a coffee lover.
If you are from Baltimore and you've ever lived anywhere around Baltimore, you know that this one's right, which is the Merritt Canton Rooftop Pool.
So if you've ever been to Vegas and you've been to any of the pool parties there in Vegas.
This is not that.
Or Atlantic City at the pool party where they used to have those when they were cool. They're not anymore because I don't think they even do them. But this is a smaller version of those things. So if you like to have music, blasting, DJs, drinks after you've worked out, because remember in the beginning I talked about the mine and then going for margaritas, it's the same premise.
It's different, but this is like an entire scene in Canton. It's
an entire scene. And if you watch our videos about those areas, we've talked about them before, but you have food, you have music, you have drinks, you're in the pool, there's games on, TVs, everything. So it's a lot of mingling, a lot of groups, so
friends of friends.
Yeah, all that. So it's a really easy way to, just strike up conversations with people.
If you are familiar, this is true in a lot of cities, but we have something called Volo and BSSC.
So if you like doing intramural sports, this is essentially what this is. Whether it's kickball, broomball, softball, or some of my favorites, which is bocce ball, and pickleball, which is extremely popular these days, then you're basically forced to meet people. My favorite is bocce because it's very low key. People bring drinks and food, and
I think they bring drinks to all of these.
Well, yeah. But there's no running essentially or moving quickly around. So it's just very chill. It's very relaxed. Gives you the ability to just talk, maybe shoot the breeze with a couple people.
Everybody really goes out after, before.
Yeah, especially after. They have events after too to help, with networking and mingling and so forth. So if you are dead set on, winning whatever game you guys are playing, at least at the end after, you guys can go to the bars, the restaurants, and then mingle there.
This was also on my list, if you haven't checked it out, top places for females to meet eligible men. And this one really just works for everybody. It's just like a singles co-ed, not everybody's single, but it's just a co-ed sports club where so many people we both know have met their significant others. So it's just easy to check out if you're moving to the area.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Bygone.
So if you like upscale dining, in and around Baltimore, especially in Harbor East.
Basically, if you like women who like upscale dining.
Right. Well, that's how they go hand in hand, right? So they have, obviously, we've talked about these before. The Atlas Restaurant Group owns this, and it's right down in Harbor East. So you can actually get a really good meal, but also their bar scene too is very populated. Lots of young ladies here. It's a really easy way to just you go by yourself even if you have to.
This is the place where females get dressed up to go have a really fancy girls' night. Everybody looks great. Everybody's having fun. It's easy to just buy someone a drink and strike up a conversation. This I threw on the list because I have never seen as many matching sets and cute girls walking their dogs than I have on the Inner Harbor Walk.
So there's basically a trail that goes around the harbor. And you can walk all the way from Fells Point, all the way around, all the way to Locust Point. And people either are running this, or they're running in groups, or they're biking it, they're on their scooters, or they have their animals. Most of the times it's a dog. And it's just a really easy way to interact with people. You guys are doing the same thing. Everybody knows it's a path, so everybody's doing the same thing. And it's just a really easy, low-key, low-stress environment to strike up a conversation with someone.
Up next, Bark Social.
So if you have a dog, most likely, I don't know. It seems like everybody that moves to Baltimore is
literally everyone has a dog.
Yeah, everybody has a dog. So
we're generalizing, but really,
essentially, these folks have taken that and added two things together: a bar and a dog park, and put them into one. So if you have a pet, A lot of single females tend to have pets, apparently, according to Bark Social. And when we're at Bark Social, it's just super easy. I mean, you're there with your dogs, you're playing. It's an easy way to strike up conversation, and you can have a drink at the same time. It's a really cool concept, and it's totally different. And I'm not sure if it's anywhere else. It's the first time I've ever seen it. Maybe in New York City, and I'm not sure, but Bark Social tends to be a really cool one and a new one. That has become very popular.
Next, I'm gonna go with like a little bit of an older, more mature crowd, and this would be Green Spring Station, particularly Tarks.
So if you work in and around Baltimore County or want to be seen in and around Baltimore County, this is a really popular spot for people.
Especially lunchtime.
Yeah, especially lunchtime.
This is like ladies who lunch.
Right, and it's probably the easiest way to strike up a conversation because it's mostly ladies at this time, as opposed to when I've gone at night, it always seems to be a lot more men at the time. But if you want odds in your favor, go at lunchtime, but it's super easy. It's right in the middle of it's not a mall, but it's like a shopping area, and there's some other places to eat, a lot of places where women shop. It's all the shops are for women there. And I think there's one tailor for men, but that's it. So you can go get a nice suit, and then go over to the bar.
And then look good at lunch.
Yeah, and look good. So it is an underrated one, in my opinion.
The last one on my list, I don't think this list would be complete without the Valley Inn.
So if you are anywhere from 20 to 75, you have heard or you've been to the Valley Inn. It is a staple in the elbow that meets the county and the city. And essentially, they have the bars, and they have really good live music there, and all the food there is really great. So it's a very happening spot. You might have to actually wait here when you go, depending on the time of the year.
Live music,
especially the
outdoor.
Summer. Yeah. And I think this is actually probably the most popular one, and probably the one you're going to go to first.
Anyway, I made Mike do this. I thought it was fun and funny, but really, if you go check out any of these places, especially if you find someone special, please let us know. And if you guys need to buy a house together, definitely let us know. We just think it's fun helping you guys explore in and around the area, letting you know what the lifestyle might be like if you move to Baltimore, or a lot of you are moving within, areas in Baltimore. So check out these spots. Maybe it's something a little bit outside the box. If you need anything real estate related, I'm Kelly Schuett.
And I'm Mike Mislinski.
And we're with the W Home Group, and we're happy to help.